Femi Ladeinde is my name. Inside Lagos. And once in a while, a defensive midfielder, yeah, I have the ability to. I don't know, but many people do know how I started because, yeah, I'm quite popular in Lagos State, at least from the amateur side, from the academy side, sorry. So it was from I had a short spell at Barca Academy, and from there I learnt a lot. So after that, then I went to box because I said that I really needed a stronger challenge, something that will push me beyond my limit, and box to box was the right move for me. So after my time at box to box, I got an opportunity through a scouting program in 2019. So I had the opportunity to travel to Czech Republic for a tryout at Slovakia, but it didn't work out there in Slovakia. I failed. Yeah. After 2 weeks, I was told that I can't continue because at that point in time I lost my father, and it took a strong hold on me because I lost myself at that point in time. But the agent I used then was like, I cannot just come back to Nigeria like that. I still have an opportunity to prove myself because, yeah, he believed in me. And he had always told me that he believes in me, that I as well, I have to believe in him as well. I said I do believe. So I had to put everything behind me because the opportunity came at MFK Skaliska, and I was given just 1 week to try out. And if after that 1 week I can't prove myself, then I have to be coming back to Nigeria. And coming back to Nigeria to start afresh, my head had to I had to wake up again and say, you cannot just, if you just come back to Nigeria again, come to struggle. Say you have to give it everything. So I gave it my all, 100. And the very first day at MFK Skaliska, everyone wanted to know me, and it really made me happy. And yeah, I became one of their best players at the under 19 because I was an underage then. So after that, my contract came out, to the glory of God, 2 years contract, and the pay was not that much, but I was ready to take it because coming back to Nigeria and starting again, no, because better lifestyle and everything, your mentality and everything I've already gained there. So coming down here again was nothing to negotiate about. So I was happy, but unluckily at that time, coronavirus came out, the pandemic, and I couldn't travel back because I had to come back to renew my visa and everything. So I couldn't travel again, and with the pandemic and everything, with the lockdown, my contract had to be withdrawn. So that alone, it made me fall. So for about a year, I didn't get myself. And box to box, because then everyone wanted to join box to box, and G12 were the talk of the town at that time in 2019. So my managers then said that they cannot keep up with my loss of form and everything. So, and I'm a type of person, I don't really need you to pity me because I'm not that kind of player that wants to be pet or anything. I told them that, see, I cannot just afford to be on the bench anymore. That I have to find another academy that I can really, push myself and become part of the starting 11, because I've always wanted to be part of the starting 11 anywhere I go in the world, anywhere, and that has always been the thing that has always kept me at my best every time. So I had to leave box to box then. The only team then that had that similar type of play, because I'm a type of player that I always love to keep the ball and let it circulate. So the only academy then that was close to it was G12. And the owner of G12 is my father, because ever since my father died, he said that Femi, that anything I want, I should just tell him. I shouldn't worry, that I should take him as a father. And to the glory of God, ever since then, Gattuso has always been there for me. Ever since then till now, he never failed. So from there, I gained my form back. I started playing, and I became part of the top players in the club at that time. So then an opportunity came for me to try out at Sporting Lagos. So, and I was like, will I just should I take it or should I not take it? So I just said that let me just prove myself again, because I never had the intention to play in Nigerian league, because as a young boy there and coming from an academy team, everyone's dream is to play in Europe. But when I looked at it, that Europe is not coming first, and this one now came for me. So let me take it, and I'm glad I did. And and to the glory of God, I'm among the players that helped Sporting Lagos gain promotion. So that really alone is a great achievement for me in my career. So that's what I can say. Believe in yourself. That's just all. Well, it's football. You know, it's football. You can't have it your way all the time, and the demand is always high. In their first season, in the Premier League, definitely their demand will be high, and having not to play for any Premier League team as at that time. So I think that was one of the reasons that played a factor in me not joining the team for the new season, because they didn't believe that I had that ability, to keep up with the Premier League demand and everything. But I wasn't happy being dropped. I wasn't happy, but I took it as a challenge that because of this, will I have to drop off and say I'm not playing football again? No. But for some months, I didn't get myself. But I just had to push myself and say that, Ọlọ́run tó ṣe t'àkọ́kọ́, á tún ṣe mí fún mi. So that was what just kept me motivated and everything. And funny enough, Coach Paul was the one that said that, should he, try and see if I can get an opportunity to prove myself again at Inter Lagos. I said if it's possible, that there is no problem, I will take it. And to the glory of God, the opportunity came and I took it. And I can say that yes, playing for Inter Lagos was a right call for me, because I'm happy where I am, and I'm getting enough playing time, as much as I want. So, and I'm really happy. I'm really happy. I would say in style of play, maybe Sergio Ramos, because Sergio Ramos too knows how to keep the ball and he's very aggressive. I'm very aggressive as well, and I know how to keep the ball. I don't really have a role model or an idol. I am my own idol, because I've never idolized any player or wanted to become like any player. No way. I want to become the best version of myself, because after every game, especially when I get access to watch my previous game, I go back, I watch, I learn from my mistake, and I improve on them. So I don't have anyone that I look up to. I look up to myself, to God, wanting to become the best version of myself. So that's just it for me. First, you have to join a team, like you said. You have to join an academy that has, that has an aim or that view of wanting to like push players either outside the country or within the country. So it is very important that you join a team that has that vision, because you cannot just afford to join just anyhow team, because there are many teams now, sorry to say, that would rather extort you, and at the end of the day you gain nothing. So I can say of a few, Box to Box is there, G12 Football Club is also there, 36 Lion is also there. There are many in Lagos State that I can vouch for and say that if you're that good, you can go there and try out, and you never can tell what will happen, because that is how I started. From Box to Box, I tried out. If I was good enough, and to the glory of God I was, and I did win. I won a lot of trophies for them as well. So, and also G12 too. So there is no limit to what you can achieve, for as long as you're willing to push yourself. Don't wait for someone to push you or to feed you before you then try to fend for yourself. No, it is very important. Then lastly, you have to know God, because without God, our effort is in vain, because that was what made me achieve my dream of becoming a professional footballer. I knew God. I went back to God when everything became rough for me. I had no choice than to go back to God. So the most important thing is you have to know God. God has to be in every plan. Everything you do, you have to put God at it. He has to be the center of everything, because before any game, I pray. I put it to God. And that has been the only thing that has helped me. And most importantly is you have to train, work hard, work hard. Go on private session and just push yourself and believe. Because if you don't believe in what you're doing, you can never achieve anything in such things that you dream to do. So that's been my own aim, because I've always believed that this football I go play am. I didn't get the support that I needed from my family, but I wouldn't blame them, because they thought that okay, if I should do this, it will work out well for me. But this is my life, and this is what I want to do. And I believe that, well, after my playing career, definitely something else will come up. But this has always been my dream, and I just didn't see anything else that I could do that could really, really make me feel at peace with myself. So I'm glad that at least I'm living my dream, even though I'm not where I want to be, but at least I appreciate God and I thank God for where I am. So that's just it. I've not scored a goal yet. I'm not, at least I've been trying. Against Sporting Lagos in the FA Cup, I had two chances. So one was off target, one was on target. Then in against Ikorodu in the finals, I had one shot at goal. So it will come. It will come. I'm not rushing. There are three, big moments. The first one is traveling out for the first time in my life, for a tryout in football, because wow, that alone, really, really made me believe that yes, I have the ability to play in one of the top clubs, one of the best clubs in the world. That is one. Then secondly was gaining promotion with Sporting Lagos, because I remember the matches we played, and the first two matches I didn't get to play. I was not happy, not being fielded, because I have that ability. And I'm so confident in myself that if I was given the opportunity to play, I would perform, which they all knew at that point in time. So the opportunity came in the last match against Heartland, which we lost 2-1. And to the glory of God, I played 80 minutes and I came out because of, I had cramps, having not played, for a while. But the only goal we scored against Heartland, I made the assist. And I'm proud of that, and to gain promotion for Sporting Lagos last season into the Premier League, wow, that was awesome. And the third one, you all know that I got dropped, and it was painful because they didn't believe in me. They didn't believe that I had that ability to continue with the team. I was ready, like, come on, if that opportunity came that Femi, okay, come on, this is, even if I was to be underpaid, to play for Sporting at that time, I would take it, because Sporting Lagos for me is just, I don't know, the love I wouldn't say the love I had or have. I don't know how the feeling is now, but Sporting Lagos, I hold them dear to my heart, because that club, I love the club. Not gonna lie, I love the club. But to be dropped that way, it's football. Everyone knows that. You can't have it how you want. It can't happen that way. But it pained me. But to gain promotion, I was happy about it. Then the third one was when I would say this, after our quarterfinal against Bethel in Inter Lagos, then I was watching their match against box to box, box to box, because I was praying to God that God, please let it just be Sporting Lagos that we get to play against in the semi-final. Then before we started our match against Bethel, the news came that it was Sporting Lagos. I was happy, like having to play against Sporting Lagos, man, in the semi-final, in the FA Cup, and entering the final will make you play the national. So I was damn happy, man, because I really wanted to prove myself against them that I'm a when I miss something. Oh. So the semi-final came, and before then, everyone was saying that how is Femi going to play this one, that one? Even on my ex account, they were like, this is where my loyalty will be put to test. I didn't reply to that because I was like, what loyalty? Because at the end of the day, I was dropped. It's not as if I made a move or I made a decision to not continue with the team and all of that. So it was just as if, this game, the game of my life, that's how I consider it to be. And thanks to the glory of God, I was to play. So on that day, the whole sporting Lagos crew were all there. They were saying Femi, Femi, Femi. They were just saying a lot, but I just look at it that, well, kọ́lọ́run ṣáà gbàkóso pé kó ṣáà máa dojú tì mí. So we played and we started 1-0, bam. I was excited. My celebration alone, really made me happy that yes, this is it. Then they had chances, but I knew all of their game plans. I knew because most of the players that started that game, I know all of them. So I played against them in training and everything, because training then in Sporting Lagos was always really, intense. You mustn't slip off, because once you slip off, another one is coming to take your position. So I knew who I was playing against, and I knew what I had to do to help my team Inter Lagos, because Inter Lagos gave me an opportunity, and I cannot just throw it down the line like that. So I just had to prove myself that una sorry to use this word, una fuck up to drop me. No. So the second goal came, I said it's all over. That you guys are not going to score here, not today. So I had cramps. In the second half, I had cramps. I had issues with my fitness, and I said I'm not coming out too, because this is the game of my life. And I thank God that we won, and I proved the point, because see, in life you have to believe in yourself. Even those you love, they might tend to say that you're not good enough and all of that, but the most important thing is you have to believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, there is no one that can help you out. But for as long as you believe in yourself, there is no limit to what you can achieve. And that was what happened on that day. Because I believed in myself, and I knew my ability that come on, I have what it takes to play in any club, both in Nigeria, in Africa, even down to the Super Eagles. I have the ability, and I know what I bring to anything that I get to play with. So playing against them and winning, it's part of it. That was top of it. That was top of it. You have a point there, but what I would say is this: our group is the toughest. Well, I think about 4 or 5 that are on I think minimum of 21 points. And what I would say is that we have the ability, we have the squad enough to gain, to firstly enter the playoffs. So I won't write off any team, Ikorodu City or Shun or Crown or Gateway, but Inter Lagos, that's a special team. That's a special team, a team that can, cause an upset. So I believe that we have what it takes to gain, promotion into the Premier League. I believe we have what it takes.